Today we're doing pregnancy yoga to prepare for an easy vaginal delivery. We're also going to work out all of the aches and pains. This class is safe for all trimesters, and I'm going to provide some modifications that may be especially helpful while you're in your third trimester. We are going to work on opening up the hips. We're going to work on preparing our pelvic floor, as well as getting baby into the optimal fetal position for a vaginal delivery. I am going to use a block for this class. If you don't have a block, you could also just grab a pillow and then something to prop yourself up while you're in a kneeling lunge position. I may look like I'm pregnant. I'm actually just wearing a belly for demonstration. I have had 3 positive birth experiences, and I will continue to put out pregnancy yoga exercises and education to prepare for your own positive birth experience. Do not miss any of these videos. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. We can come to a cross-legged position. If you're more comfortable, you can stay seated on your block or on your pillow, especially if your belly is getting bigger or you're finding that you are having any rounding out through our lower back. We want to make sure we're not slouching at all and we're slightly tilted forward to help the baby get into that optimal fetal position. We can grab on to our knees and let's start rounding out, taking our rib cage around in a circle. You can start taking some steady breaths as we come around. Inhale, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale around. Good, let's go the other way. We can sit up tall again. Let's bring our hands to our rib cage. We're going to take a big inhale in, feeling our rib cage expand, relaxing through our shoulders. Inhale in, and then exhale, pulling your baby in and up. Good. Inhale into your side and back ribs. Exhale, lifting in and up. Good. On your next inhale, let's reach up and over, really ballooning out through your side body, making room under your rib for baby. Exhale, let's engage our obliques and come up. Inhale, tipping over. Exhale, inhale. Let's switch to the other side. Big inhale, up and over. On your next exhale, engaging your obliques. Inhale, tilt. Last one. Good, release. Let's clasp our hands in front, rounding out through our back now. You can drop your chin. You can wiggle, take any movement that feels good, just stretching out through your back. Releasing your hands. Now we can clasp our hands behind us, or you can clasp your elbows, keeping your baby pulled in to protect your core. Let's open up through our chest and look up. Externally rotate your hands, pressing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, coming up, rounding out again. Clasping our hands behind one more time, look up. Exhale, coming back. Let's come to all fours now. Let's take some easy hip circles here. Switching directions. Good, coming up to a neutral spine, making sure that you're pulling your baby in and up, not collapsing through your lower back. On an exhale, we're going to engage, pull your baby in, lift opposite hand and leg. Inhale, down, switching to the other side. Exhale, inhale, down. Moving with your breath. This time you can either stay here, or for an extra challenge, you can bend your back knee, reach for your ankle, and stretch here. Let the flexibility come from your hip flexor, not your back. Your baby is pulled in, still protecting your core. Beautiful. If your hand is on your ankle, release. Coming down, moving to the other side. Exhale, lifting up. Bending your back knee, you can bring your hand around. Slowly releasing. Coming back to all fours. Let's take one hand up behind our ear, and we're going to mobilize through our thoracic spine. You can slightly lift up, and then release down so your chest is facing the ground. Tilting up and down. Last one, good. Then thread that arm through for thread the needle. If this position is feeling uncomfortable, you can also put the pillow underneath your head here. When you're ready, pressing into your other hand, coming back up. We'll do that on the other side. Taking your hand up behind your ear and lifting up 5 times. Pulling your baby in. Good, threading the needle through. Placing your weight on that shoulder to get a nice stretch. Breathing here. Good, pressing into your top hand, and let's reach forward into puppy pose, just walking your hands forward and then releasing your forehead to the ground. This is a great position to get baby into a good position. When you're ready, you can walk your hands in. Let's come through all fours, but we're going to tuck our feet into downward dog. Let's pedal out through our heels here. Both heels can reach down towards the ground. You can shift your weight back and forth if that feels good. Let's center one foot. We can let the opposite leg float up, bending your top knee if that feels good. Straightening your top leg again, bringing it down. You can either sweep it forward to pigeon pose or come down to all fours and move into a figure four stretch. Good. If you're ready, pressing into your hands, coming back up, we can switch to the other side. We can move through all fours, coming back through downward dog, centering your other foot, lifting your other leg up behind you, bending your knee. Good. Sweeping your other leg through or moving into figure four on the other side. Making sure your back leg is directly behind you if you're going into pigeon. You can also prop yourself up on a block or a pillow underneath your hip if it's more comfortable. Slowly easing out of the pose, pressing your hands into the ground. Let's come back to all fours. Let's take a quick sip of water and then we can come up to our standing positions. Making your way up any way that feels comfortable. We're going to take triangle or trikonasana. One foot pointing towards the side and then pigeon toe your back foot in a little bit. Arms out to the side, reaching and dropping your front hand in front of your leg, reaching up with your top hand. Spreading your toes, legs are strong. Exhale. Let's bring ourselves up. We can switch our feet around to the other side. Stacking your shoulders over top of your front leg. Baby's pulled in. Exhale. Coming up, switching your feet around again. You might want to take your stance a little bit wider. Let's find warrior two. Shoulders relaxed down your back. Soft gaze out over your front middle finger. You can take your back hand to your baby. Front hand reaches up and over. Deep breath into your side rib. Exhale. Coming up, let's take your front forearm to just above your knee and then reach up and over for side angle. Engaging both of your legs, let's press up. Moving into goddess pose, we can take our hands up and then sumo squat down, shoulders rolling down your back, spreading your toes, and then dragging your feet towards each other, engaging your inner thighs. Breathe here. One more breath. Squeezing up. Warrior two on the other side. Moving into peaceful warrior, taking your hand to your baby, tipping back. Exhale, coming up, moving into side angle. Top arm sweeps up and then rotates around, pinky down towards the ground, towards the back of the room. Beautiful. Legs are engaged. Let's come up. And we can step our feet together. Let's come all the way down to a side plank. So just getting down however is comfortable for you. We're going to line up our knee, our hips, and our elbow. So looking down and checking that everything is lined up. Option to extend your top leg, lifting it up. Let's place our hand on our belly and exhale. Pull your baby in close. We can take our hand back up. Shoulders are rolled down your back. Breathing here. Beautiful. Let's release down. Let's come all the way down on our side. We can bring our knees together. Let's take both ankles up, and then you can open up into a clamshell, and then we're going to flick our ankle up to work on our internal rotation, which is great for birth as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, releasing down. Let's cross our top foot over. We can point our bottom foot, and we're gonna lift up here, working on our adductors, which is also an important part of our pelvic floor that's often forgotten. On our last one, let's hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, releasing down. Good. You can roll over. I'm going to move to the other side. Setting up for our modified plank again. Making sure our elbow, hips, and knee are in line. Lifting here. Re-engaging your core, pulling your baby in. Deep breaths into your side and back ribs. Good, let's release all the way down. Bring both ankles up, clamshell, and then let's flick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Releasing it down. Working on our adductors here. Re-engaging your core as well. Lifting up and down. On our last one here, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good. So let's move into a Yogi Squat. You can either stand up and come into your Yogi Squat, or you can work your way onto all fours and then step into your Yogi Squat here. Let's open up through our hips. If this isn't comfortable, you can also sit in butterfly pose. Finding length in your spine, pressing your knees and your elbows together. Let's breathe here, relaxing through your pelvic floor. Good, slowly release. You can stand up again if it's more comfortable, or make your way to all fours. We're gonna make our way into our kneeling lunge now. So if you wanted to grab your blocks or some water bottles or something to prop yourself up on, you can. We'll bring one knee forward, shift your weight. Let's tuck our tailbone under. We'll take a side stretch before we lean forward. So taking the same arm as back leg, up and over. Beautiful. Exhale. Use your obliques to come back up. And then you can use your blocks here, or if you can reach the ground, that's totally okay as well. Just releasing through your hips here. We can also take our forward leg and then roll over onto your pinky edge using external rotation. Keeping your baby pulled in, your core is engaged. If your leg is rotated out, let's bring it back in, pressing into your hands and your front foot. Exhale, we can shift our weight back. Let's shift to the other side. Nice side stretch here. Exhale, coming up, folding forward. You can use your blocks or go all the way down to the ground, wherever is comfortable for you. Releasing through your pelvic floor, releasing through your hips. When you're ready, externally rotating your front leg out. Good, let's bring our front leg back in, slowly shifting out of the pose. Let's come down for a wide-legged forward fold. If you wanted to sit on your block or a pillow, you can. Doesn't matter how far your legs are apart. Let's sit tall. Big breath in. Exhale, pulling your baby in, stretching side to side. Coming up, let's make our way down into Shavasana or any comfortable resting pose. If you're getting down on your side, getting down carefully, you can grab a pillow for under your head and between your knees if you like. You can place your hand on your belly, connect with your baby. Take a big breath in and sigh out, letting go any tension. Big inhale in. Scan your body. Relax all the different areas of your body. Feel heavy on the ground. And continue to rest here. If you want to finish up with me, let's circle our ankles and our wrists. Take any last stretches that feel good. Finding your way back up to a seated position. Namaste to you. Namaste to the babies. I hope that your body is feeling really good after that yoga and exercise class. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to link to my video on how to prevent or reduce your risk of tearing during childbirth. You are preparing, and I know that you're going to do amazing for your upcoming birth. If you have any questions about how to prepare or about vaginal delivery, feel free to leave them in the comments below.